season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the...
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Finds Johnston. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right. right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
They go play action with Richardson.
Williams brings it in. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Carlson's extra point up and good.
That'll make the score 13-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And out come the Eagles. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Herbert.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost pushing to the breakup. They partner almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Cade Otton,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Quickly out wide, this is Watson. A nice little juke. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Shrugs him off. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Akers.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Christian Watson
from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
Richardson.
His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes Patrick. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Richardson off the play fake. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Richardson. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Richardson looking to throw this. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Richardson to throw.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. from 3 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Down the left sideline. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 35-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Quick slant to Watson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not no much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Richardson.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive, 4 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now it's Richardson.
For the left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now will throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16.